Hello, welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is a Japanese craft beer indeed, and it is from an area close to Tokyo in a town called Kawagoe and in Saitama Prefecture. And the beer is this one. It is called COEDO Iroha, a West Coast IPA. And first, a little bit about COEDO Brewery. COEDO has, the organization behind COEDO has been established since the 1970s as a kind of organic farming community in what I guess at that time was rural area of Saitama. Kawagoe is now a fairly good sized place. I mean, it's been urbanized definitely. But out of this organization in the 1990s, mid 1990s, they opened up their craft beer division, and they worked a lot to develop their brewing skills on a smaller, small scale brewery system. And they brought a German brewery in 1997 to help them learn the basics. And so they have, and they've been quite successful, I think. You find their beers a lot of places now, in a lot of stores, their flagship beers. Their first beer was actually a sweet potato beer called Beniaka, and it is still in production. You can still get it now. It's probably their most famous beer. They have a tap room as well, and apparently they have a tap room in Hong Kong. I just found out with the number of taps as well. They used to have a beer festival too every year, but I think they stopped that. Certainly during COVID, they stopped it, and I'm not sure if they started up again. In any case, COEDO. The beer here is called Iroha, and it's a West Coast IPA. And it is a limited edition. It's not going to be around very, very long. And it's 5.5% alcohol by volume and 40 international bittering units. As far as I can tell, what I read about the name was that it is in reference to a famous poem from the Heian period. This is like 8th century to 12th century Japan, and apparently it was a pangram which included all of the characters of the Japanese syllabary and kind of an aid to learning, kind of like the ABCs. So a famous old poem. So a spring-only beer, and we are in spring right now. And this beer costs 358 yen. Where I bought it, and at a department store liquor shop. That would be $2.50 in US dollar terms and €2.21. So let's give this one a go. And they say it's actually a 2025 version, so I assume they'd make this annually. I don't know. COEDO has some flagship beers, and online on their website you'll find a lot of limited edition beers as well. Quite a few, which generally don't travel very far, I think, outside of the Kanto region, the region around Tokyo. Okay, so this is a nice, clear, sort of medium amber gold with a fluffy finger of foam. See, quite a bit of carbonation rising in there. Aroma. Okay. I detect Citra hops in this. I'm not sure. They don't specify really. Their website doesn't get a ton of information either, unfortunately. I hate it when I don't hate it, but I don't like it when craft beer breweries just put just a little bit of information about their beers. I mean, they know what went into it, and why not advertise it, let us know. So I'm getting definitely a whiff of something like Citra, maybe something a little heavier, Simcoe, perhaps Amarillo. Very, very West Coasty. So West Coast IPAs really took the hops, dialed up the hops and the the typical IPA and created that style with especially West Coast sort of hops like Northwest hops. Things like Amarillo, Centennial, some Cascade maybe, but heavy duty hops. Chinook maybe. This has a great hop kind of flavor. The malt seems to be dialed back a bit, but it does have some body. Interesting. Pleasant, unexceptional. Does its job. It's there. It's the kind of beer you could probably drink a couple of, but some people say, they don't like drinking IPAs because you get the same flavor over and over. Well, in some cases you do, and this is the kind of, like, I would say, a typical West Coast IPA, where you might get tired of it after a couple glasses, or one. Yeah, okay, so give it a go if you want. It's called COEDO Iroha 2025 West Coast IPA, 5.5%. 40 IBUs, a good serviceable West Coast style IPA. Well, that is it for today. Please do take care, stay well, and drink good beer. Bye-bye.